is all gone. I'll make another. Okay, more coffee. So good. I hope you don't hear the heater. You probably do. But it's chilly this morning, so we're gonna have to have it on a bit. I wanted to do a quick video because I have gotten back into cross stitching. I know. I dip into it and then I disappear, but we're back, full force. Mark my words. Anywho, I wanted to say something new. So, my grandmother passed 3 weeks ago today, and it's a struggle bus. You know, we're just going about the day, trying to sleep, and getting up the next day and doing the same thing. She wouldn't want us to be so sad, but dang it, she was everything. So it's very hard going forward, and we are in the planning the service part. We will be going to Fayetteville, North Carolina, where she will be interred there, and her parents are buried there, and my grandfather is buried there. So that will be coming up in the next month, and it's just a lot, you know, when you have been through a very close loss, your life is different. So I have been trying to read, but I can't focus, and I feel like I need to move my hands. I need to do my needlework. So I've organized my needlework cabinet again, and I've purged again, and I've put some things in the Etsy shop. I have found things at my grandmother's house. My mother has found things. If you don't know, my mother had a cross stitch shop when I was a teenager in the 80s, and we have a lot of stuff from there, of course, that we keep, but then we have duplicates, and then also stuff that, you know, others may enjoy. So keep checking the Etsy shop if you like vintage cross stitch, because there might be something you would like. But I wanted to stitch something new, and I don't have the color picture of this. I will link it below because I'm out of color ink in the printer. But Mama Loves You GV, I will link her. She has a lovely podcast. She's in Wales, and she reproduces samplers, and I stumbled across this one. It's called Susan Eccles. Is that how you say it? Eccles. And the year is 1853. I don't want to, I'm trying to cover up the specs on the paper. This is the design. So it's a floral bouquet sampler. This was the original, and so this is her adaptation, reproduction actually. And it is so beautiful. It's just a beautiful bouquet of flowers, and I'm here for it. So I picked out some Danish linen. This is 27 count, and it's a beautiful cream. That's my favorite linen. When I run out of it, I'm gonna be sad. So these are the DMC for the piece. Aren't those beautiful? I love this color. So cheerful. And then I had these two over-dyed, which I think I'm going to just add in here and there because they blend so well. So I'm going to start this. As soon as I upload this, I'm starting this because my soul needs it. And when I got the DMC at Michael's, I got some new needles. I have needles, but they're so old. Yes, they're fine, but I don't think I had tried the DMC ones in a while. So I'm going to try those. And then I have 2 potential next projects or aside projects, because who stitches a project at a time? Nobody. So when my mom and I went to Michael's the other day, she found this fabric there. Isn't that cute? It's like a fat quarter. I just think it's adorable. So we each got some of that. And she had unearthed this beauty by Eric Samplers. This is from 2002. So I thought I would stitch that, and I would change the colors to match the fabric and make a little cushion of sorts. Cute. So that's next up. And then I love this. I forgot I even had this. This is from Brenda Gervais, Baltimore Salt Box. So that will be fun to do for 4th of July, summertime. This one's copyright 2020. So I need to see what threads I have for this one and decide on some fabric. Might be the Danish linen as well, because you can't go wrong. Because you can't go wrong with cream Danish linen, which is 27 count. There's always someone walking in the cul-de-sac. I was distracted. My azalea is gorgeous. I'd say it's at its peak, if not any day, but it's beautiful. When we moved here, I was very pleased that there was such a large azalea bush right in front of the house. And there are actually 2 different pink color azaleas, and they've just kind of bloomed together through the years. And I don't trim it because it has a mind of its own. It's just flowy. It's beautiful. And it's so cheerful. So I love when it comes out every spring. I'm sorry that I've been a little MIA here on my YouTube channel. I've missed it so much. I am on TikTok and Instagram. So if you want to pop over there and say hey as well, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me what you're stitching, what you're reading, how your life is going. So I'll check in soon with some progress on these projects. I promise. Take care.
Well, there was a building, and Daddy had made for the hens to in the shelf.
They would sit and lay their eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that they would sit on those straw.
Okay.
That was their nest.
Right.
And when I was 4 years old, I went down the backyard and saw the hens. And Mama asked the lady to go get the eggs. It was about noon. And she came back and she said, "Miss Lucy, ain't a chicken down there." And so Mama went back down to see, and there was no chicken back in there.
What happened?
Someone had stolen them.
Oh my gosh.
And I went with Daddy to the police to tell about the chickens. No chickens down there. And they had a man, the police, to the 8 miles away, and they found the chickens.
That's amazing.
And they brought them back. There were 5 chickens. And I was with Daddy. And when they were on the table, and Daddy said that was special baby's pet.
Because you played with one of the hens,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Put it in your doll buggy.
The dog, the black and white feathers.
Dominica, you
Yeah,
said.
yeah, right.
So the Dominica hen was your pet.
Right. I would put her in my doll buggy on the front porch of the house,
And she let you do that.
and I would ride her around. The porch went up front the house, and then the side it continued, and that's when I would roll her in that baggy, little doll baggy.
And she didn't try to get out.
No, she just ride around.
And that was in Mississippi.
Oh yeah, Brooksville.